Right, hello guys. So today I thought that I would show you the essentials of a hike, what you need to carry with you, and what I carry with me on my hikes, especially on my long hikes. This will be focused on hikes that vary from, I would say, 2 nights to about 10. So first off, we have the backpack, of course. This is the Lundhag's V8. I know there's a V12 that they have made now, and it's actually quite old, and I'm thinking of buying the V12, but the V8 is it works fine for me now. Right, so moving on, we have my sleeping mat. Now this is something that has surprised a lot of people, because I'm a hiker, right, and I hike a lot, and I do a lot of survival stuff too. And I winter camp. I do all kinds of camping and hiking. This one is basically just foam, really thin foam too. And why do I carry this with me? Well, one, economy is limiting me to buying a better one, but it's because of the weight. This weighs pretty much nothing, yeah. This is, probably 90% air actually. Because you feel that when you're laying on it as well. Because, when you compress that down, you can basically feel the ground. But it still does its job. It doesn't, I would say that if you're up in the mountains, it can be a problem because it's really rocky. Otherwise, this works just fine. You can get this for like $5, $5. They are really cheap. Go buy one of these. A sleeping mat is essential. I would say that you have to, the most important part of hiking and of survival things if you're out in the bush is that you have to sleep well. If you don't sleep well, you will be tired the next day too, and that's not good. You will lose your motivation. So I would say get a sleeping mat, a good one as well. I know Thermarest has some pretty good ones. They are quite expensive though, but I would recommend Thermarest if you're not like me and go for a cheaper version. I have hiked with like this sleeping mat for 4 years. I haven't had a problem with it. So, if you're not something fancy, go buy one of these. Right. So next up is of course the sleeping bag. When I go hiking, especially, or this is just for a summer hike, by the way. This is a sleeping mat. I have chosen to go with the Urberg Scandinavia. It's 180 centimeters. Its extreme temperature is the 0, and I think its comfort temperature is about 10, I believe. And I really enjoy this sleeping mat, or sleeping bag. I really enjoy it. Problem is though, it's a bit cold. With that said though, this weighs 700 grams, so 0.7 kilograms. Which is nothing for a sleeping bag. Because basically my sleeping bag, this bag and my sleeping mat is almost 2 kilograms in its all, which is nothing. Which leaves me 1.3 kilograms to have a tent. It's made by Out North, I believe. It's a great company. Problem is it's a bit cold for Sweden, I would say. So if you live in a warmer country or you're doing it in mid-summer, this will be perfect for you. But a sleeping bag is of course essential. You want to sleep well, so don't cut down on sleeping bags. Sleeping bags are really important, so keep that in mind. Right, so I've done a little bit of a combination here. So this is a Trangia kitchen. It's made by a Swedish company, Trangia. They are really good. They're really great. With a normal Trangia, you have to carry fuel that weighs quite a lot. It's in liquid form. So this is Primus gas, all-around gas. As you see, it's red. It's called a power gas. This weighs about half a kilogram. And I used one of these. This costs about $10. I used one of these for 10 days in the wild, which is really good. It's really amazing, and for 2 people as well. If you're alone camping, this could probably This could probably get you 20 days, breakfast, lunch and dinner. So I recommend gas over the liquid stuff you get with the Triangia. So what did I do? Well, you have to have a burner for the fuel, of course. And you just place the burner and then you place the kitchen on top. Easy. And of course, a kitchen is an essential of any hiking kit, any survival kit as well. You need a kitchen, you need to cook food. Food is really important. If you do not have food, you're gonna starve. There's one thing we haven't mentioned. Now we have mentioned warmth, as you have in sleeping. Now we mentioned food. Of course, water is also important. I did carry with me a normal water bottle. A water bottle is nothing I need to cover, because you won't really need it if you have this. Which is a hydration pack. This hydration pack is from the National Home Guard in Sweden. The National Home Guard doesn't make sense. The Home Guard anyway. This is from the Home Guard in Sweden. I haven't had a problem with this. I got it from my brother a while back. It's good to have a hydration pack. This is nothing special. Any hydration pack would do. This one is 5 liters. If you're up in the mountains especially, you won't really need to carry 5 liters of water, because that is 5 extra kilograms of water. You won't ever need to carry that much. I would say fill this up with maybe 2 liters, 3 liters if you're going on a distance that there isn't a lot of water. But you can max fill this up with 5 liters, which is sufficient enough. Going on the same subject with water, I mentioned this in my video as well. Get a thermos. This is just a standard thermos. It isn't really standard actually. This thermos, it's by Billerud Korsnäs, also a Swedish company. It's really good. It is a outdoor company, sure, but they aren't really, they aren't really mentioned a lot, so they aren't really that popular. But this thermos I really enjoy. It can hold coffee or tea or water warm for up to 2 days. So it's really nice. Get a good thermos, something, a lot of preppers, survivalists and hikers don't ever think of a thermos. A thermos is something that's really, really important. You don't want to stay for long durations of time when, you just want to have a little bit of snack or something. So get the thermos. A thermos is important. I would say it's actually essential. So in this I carry some batteries and some sticks for lighting a fire. There's nothing special here really. They are all sealed in waterproof canisters. I also have a power pack in here for my phone and my GoPro. Right, so we're going through the last item in this list. It's a med pack, a med kit. In this I just carry some standard bandages, some tape, some medical tape. So, you're going to want a med pack in case something happens. If you're going on a long hike, actually bring a smaller one because it's going to be more lightweight. If you're going on a small hike, I would say bring quite a bit, because if you're going on a small hike, you usually take more risks. You usually are a bit more reckless. That was not actually the last one. We have a bonus thing as well, and that is sitting pad. This is crucial, I would say. You need a sitting pad, because whenever you want to take a rest or take a snack or whatever, you're going to get cold if you sit on the bare ground. If you use this, fold it out, place it under your knee, it's going to be a lot more comfortable. It's just that easy. Right, so that was the last item on the list. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I know that it was a bit messy. This was first going to be a video of the items that I carried with me on my mountain hike from Abisko to Nikkaluokta, and it basically was that. But I thought that it could be fun to show you what I consider to be essential or not. I will do a longer video on all essential survival gear and all this essential hiking gear that I consider to be really important if you're going on a hike or if you're going in the bush. Of course, here I didn't cover things like the Mora knife. I didn't cover stuff like a compass, which is of course also very important. Because here I covered mostly the big things that you carry in your pack. So if you want to see a full review of all of the gear that I carry with me, all the gear that I think is completely essential, and all the gear that I find important and yeah, basically important if you're going to be out in the bush, you should probably stick around with this channel for a while. I upload once a week, as you know, those of you who subscribe, you probably know that by now. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, of course. And I hope I see you in the next video. Have it good.